Hi there. I'm Spira, and I decided to try this method of recording because sometimes I feel like, well, sometimes it's hard to find time to do these things. So anyway, what I want to talk to you about today is, I guess it's part of my mission. Why am I here? Why am I recording videos? And I had a conversation last night with a friend, and I was describing my trauma healing journey. And it hit me that, the reason that I make these videos and the reason I think it's important is because sharing to me is important. Sharing information. And I'm learning so much on this journey about how to heal. And my friend asked me last night, do you ever really heal completely from this? And the answer to that is, I don't know. I don't know. I think that doing the practices and doing the work, and when I say doing the work, what I mean by that is doing your work, because everyone is different, and some of the modalities that might work for me might not work for you. So I try to be mindful of that, and that's why my hope with this channel is that it works as an educational tool to provide you with resources and ideas, and to inform you, just to inform you about the different modalities that are available. And I can give you an example. For some people, EMDR is very powerful, and it can actually, I think for some people it can almost be enough, to allow them to come back into living a healthful life. And maybe maintaining therapy or whatever. So that's one example. But for me, EMDR is not an option. And it's not an option for others like me. Not all others like me, but for some of us with complex PTSD, EMDR is not an option, because EMDR requires you to sort of reach back in your memory and pull up a traumatic event, and to be able to feel the emotions that come up, place the emotions, like where in your body you feel the emotions, and then there's a process for letting them go. For me, this does not work, simply because I am still pretty disconnected from my body. Not that I don't feel anything, but to find where an emotion is in my body is really challenging for me. And the other reason it's not a great option for me is also because I had so many traumatic events that I don't know if I could ever cover them all. So fair enough, it's not a big deal. Okay, I was a little disappointed, I'm not gonna lie. I definitely would have loved it to just, go do EMDR and like be done with it. But that's okay, because there are other ways and there are other options for me. And so for me, the work is exploring these other options, finding what seems to be helping and working, and sticking with that. So currently, the modalities that I'm using are TRE, which is the trauma release exercise. For some reason, my body loves it, and it really helps release stress. And for me, it really helps to get rid of chronic pain. I have had chronic pain for like 30 years, and I get muscle spasms and all of that, and the TRE really keeps all that at bay. I don't get flare-ups very often. That's important because I was getting them every day. I was getting muscle spasms every day. And for a while, I didn't even know they were muscle spasms. I just thought that I hurt every day. So that helps a lot. It helps my mood too, because I'm not in pain, and being in pain can really kill your mood, as I'm sure you know. Another example would be a very good friend of mine who's also a trauma survivor. I have quite a few friends who are actually trauma survivors, and we connect and we touch base and we support each other. And that's a little modality I don't think people talk much about. If you have a friend or anyone that you can connect with, to encourage each other and to work together in your healing, and that's awesome, So anyway, my friend, she loves journaling, and for her that helps her a lot. So she writes in her journal every day. And I know there's another woman on YouTube, and her channel is let me see if I remember, the Crappy Childhood Fairy. She's freaking awesome. I love her, and she speaks so beautifully, and I love listening to her talk, and she shares her experiences, and she journals every day, and she has a couple of specific ways to do it. So if you're really interested in that, I recommend checking out her channel. She's great, and maybe try her technique or techniques, because I think she has more than one technique. So anyway, the bottom line is this. I'm here to help, because if I'm feeling well enough to start functioning, and what I mean by functioning is, I know for some people these might sound like low standards, but like, geez, if I bathe regularly and I'm eating well and I'm, getting out of bed and doing things, that's pretty awesome, And I know for some people, just getting out of bed is a huge deal. So as long as I'm able to function in that way and talk the way I'm talking now, and this, I definitely feel like a lot of my brain fog is lifting and I'm able to do this, then I don't want to say it's an obligation, but I feel that it's my duty as a sister, as a fellow human, to share with you whatever I can share, and to give you whatever information that I have. And that's it. I just want to help. I think serving for me is what makes me happy, and I know it's the same for other people. So accept my service, please. I hope you'll tune in. I hope that you will learn some cool things. And even if all I can do for you is inspire you to also look for things, read articles and read books and find a therapist and doing all that stuff, even if that's all you get out of any of my videos, great. I've done my job. I'm happy, So that's it. I just wanted to share that with you while I had a chance. And I have this really cool little doohickey that holds my phone in place. And I It's not distracting at all. I'm perfectly comfortable driving in this way because I just have to glance my eyes. So cool beans, like technology, right? Isn't it amazing? So if you find this helpful, if you find anything on my channel helpful, then subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff, okay? I hope you have a happy new year. I know this decade is going to be amazing. I feel it in my bones. I did not feel that in my bones for many years, but I do feel it in my bones now. It's going to be a great year, and I would love for you to join me in finding ways to feel good again and to feel normal again, and comfortable in our skin and our bodies, and maybe even find some things to laugh about, start to see beauty in the world again. I think that's really important, and to maintain hope and faith. So with that, I wish you well. Blessings to you. I love you. I wish you well. May you all be happy. May you be peaceful. And may you be free from suffering. Namaste. I had to do that fast. Okay, bye.